welcome to Lanmou Tarot. I really want to do a soulmate um, energy reading for this full moon that we will be experiencing here starting today, Sunday, and I guess on Monday for those of us on the East Coast. And I've really wanting to do this reading since Friday. I was feeling the energy so much. I recorded a reading, but I couldn't even use it. I could not upload it. It felt so personal. The energy was so potent. I was overwhelmed during the reading. It went on to be very long. But to give you guys the gist of the message I was receiving from Spirit, it was to the effect of let go of anything that no longer serves you. If you are in the middle of your awakening process, if you are still healing, if you are still going, some of you may still be going through that dark night of the soul, just know that you will come on the other side. Just follow your guides. Just meditate and listen to your intuition. Spirit will help you to guide you on the best path forward for you. Try not to resist. Try not to control. Just go with the flow. Open your heart and open your I want to say your third eye, but really try to see with your mind's eye so you can really get the full context or the full aspect of what you're going through. Okay, I was there. I went through mine a year and a half ago, and my awakening started because of a relationship that went very sour and quite unexpectedly, even though there was issues before. And that's someone I knew for a very long time. We were in an on and off relationship. I wasn't aware of the twin flame phenomena. I didn't know anything about that until I really went to that dark night of the soul, and I felt like I needed to find answers. I wanted to understand better what was going on with me, why I was feeling all those feelings. And you know, as I started doing research, I started reading more, I started to dig deeper, and I allowed myself to feel all the feelings, to go through the whole thing. And yes, I can say now I'm on the other side. Okay, me and my twin flame, we're no longer in communication. However, there's no resentment, at least not on my side. There's no resentment, there's no expectations. I have finally came to the point of releasing and not trying to control that situation as to when and how and if I let all that go. Okay, and that's how I started my journey, and heeding the call of Spirit. Here I am. I kept getting that same message to share your gift, you know, that your these were the first deck I ever owned, this Doreen Virtue angel daily guidance card. And it was someone on Twitter that posted that every morning they pull one of those, and it really helped them to go through the day. They know how to meditate. It helps them to meditate and to start their day. And that's before I knew about, you know, tarot. I knew people can do card reading and all that stuff, but I didn't even understand how, okay, I could be one of those people that didn't know I had a gift for it. I didn't know any of that. So I followed my instinct. I went and I purchased not one but four and gifted the other three. And I started pulling cards for myself using just this little deck here. And I kept getting a consistent message, okay, as time went on, about I need to be of service. I need to release control, and that my hands have been activated to provide healing, and I need to really be of service. That was very consistent, and that's how I kept started going, like, how do I do this? So how do I be of service? And to the same time, I was watching all those YouTube videos on twin flame relationships and tarot and all of that, and all of that, and I started purchasing more cards, and then now I'm at over 20 decks of cards. So anyways, that's a brief description as of my journey, and I want you to know that you are on your right path. Okay, no matter how dark it may seem now, if you are at that phase on your journey, just know things will get better. The less you resist, and I know it, everyone has to go to their own path, to their own experience. But if you can really try and you concentrate on releasing control, you concentrate on listening, okay, on listening to your deep intuition, to your heart, and it will go along a lot faster for you. That's what I'm trying to say. So I will start this reading by pulling one of those daily guidance cards for you, and I have a lot of jumper. I feel like the energy is it's like nervous energy that's like very jumpy right now. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, and then all right, feels a bit more settled now. And this is poking out. There you go. Innocence. Let me pull it up for you so you can see. Perhaps you can read it yourself. So it says, innocence, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Oh my goodness, if that's not all I was trying to say, only more eloquently and more succinct, I don't even know. And that is the message, okay? It is basically to just release control, release any feelings of heaviness, any guilt and anger or blame or resentment. Don't hold on to any of that. That's the same message I've been getting since Friday. I'm literally getting goosebumps right now because it's so consistent, the message I'm getting for you guys. And I'll go back and watch that reading I did on Friday night and reconsider uploading it, because the energy was so potent, and that's pretty much the gist of the message, and it's being repeated again. Okay, enjoy the peace within your heart once more, and just by releasing, you will get to there. Just know that the angels, the divine, they're there for you, and there is no mistake in God's work. Okay, there's no mistake, and there's nothing you can do to alter God's handiwork of perfection. You yourself are perfect as you are. Whatever you're going through, it's meant to be that way. It's God's way of working on you. Okay, so that's the message. I feel like I have three other decks I want to pull from, but I feel like there's no point to even pull from any other deck. And that was the bottom of the deck. It's perfect timing, and I'll read that one too, because it's almost like there's the way the angels are. I'm gonna pull it to show you. It's green, perfect timing. It's green, deals with the heart chakra, and we have innocence with that purple there. It's the crown chakra. So I'll read the perfect timing from the bottom of the card of the deck for you. It says, now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open. While you work through them with us by your side, don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. How gorgeous. And when I said to you last week, I felt that the message was so personal. That's what I mean. Because I took this big leap of faith by starting this channel, and I'm still getting used to it. And it's still sometimes like, am I really doing this? Is it me? Because if you had asked me even like 6 months ago, I mean, I'd been thinking about it about 6 months ago, but last year or before I started on this journey, I would have been like, huh? But here I am. And this is like a confirmation for me, for you, those of you who may be on that same phase as I am in your journey, because a lot of us out there are at different phases along this journey. Some of you are right here where you're still trying to release those feelings, those negative energy, those negative feelings of anger and heaviness. That's the innocence card. And for some of us that are further along in our journey, they're asking us to basically become a soldier for God. Okay, use your gift, whatever it is that's part of your intuition, because the whole thing about starting this spiritual journey is that it cannot be too personal. It cannot be just for you. Okay, that's something that I had to learn. It's not like you can read all the books, because that's the way I started, like the academic way, because that's the way my mind works. So I was reading all these books on spirituality, alchemy, on the Kabbalah, and I still do. I still, once in a while, I find something that's of interest, I pick it up, and I'm still learning. But then when I started to actually feel, to hear the call to open my mind's eye, then that's when it's starting to get real. And once you get to that point of healing, you realize that you cannot keep it all for yourself. You have to share. That is part of being a spiritualist. You have to open yourself up, and you have to use your gift. You have to use your light for the good, for the greater good. Okay, you have to, whether it's your greater good is just within your community, your friends and family, whether you feel like you have enough strength and energy to expand even more to more people. And for you, if you already work in a service industry, it's where you let your light shines even brighter. Okay, if you work in customer service, maybe when you smile, you let a real genuine smile out. You try to think about these people, maybe they're having a bad day, you try to see it from the other side a little bit more. And if you happen to be a nurse, someone who's giving care to people already, who cares for children, you open your heart even more. You see them, you really see them, not just the task at hand. You become a real soldier of God. Okay, there's different ways to be of service. And even now, if you can provide help to somebody that needs it, you do that. If you stopping by to visit someone will make a big difference to them, you do that. That's different ways of being of service. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I really want to talk to different people that are in different phases of this journey. And I told you I didn't upload the other reading, but I'm still been feeling you need to put the reading. I still been feeling it. Like, like the call has not left for me to, excuse me. Lots of jumpy cards, but we're not ready yet I'm not done shuffling. And I did shuffle all the cards before, especially this deck here. I have not used it for a while. This is the Akashic Tarot. I really like this deck, especially for career reading and reading that deals with spirituality. I really like this deck. And all right. And I don't really have a format for this reading. Before I started, I asked Spirit to please what message that they want to share with the collective. And here we have number 15, the Muse. We have number 20, the Will, Wisdom, and Mind. And those would be considered major arcana on this deck, okay? And then we have the Three of Strolls. I really love this deck. It says setting your course. And look at this. This gentleman is sitting there on the deck, blue skies behind him, and he has that long view, and he's looking in the far distance, while there are people behind them that are kind of like looking at the plane. They're looking at the plane, that's why they're in front of him, but him is already looking way further ahead. And I'll tell you, I have had this deck for months now, and it wasn't until the other day that I noticed that rainbow. Don't ask. Like, I never noticed that rainbow. I'm pulling even closer so you can see it for yourself. And there's a rainbow there, right there, at his side. So, um, and at the bottom we had Four of Roses, views of the ego. So it's kind of like, and for whatever reason, I feel like I need to start with that, setting your course here. It's kind of like, yes, you're going through something major, but keep in mind where your destination is. Keep in mind the rewards that you're about to reap soon. Once you've gone on, to the other side of this anguish, if that's where you are right now, or once you've decided, okay, this is how I want to be of service, this is what I want to do to explore my spirituality, to share my spirituality with others, then the rainbow is right there, it's at your side, okay? And then that's kind of like that perfect timing card, which is also green, just like this one here, that was telling us that the time is now, okay? It is ripe for you to work, to act on your inspirations. So this is what this is telling me, setting your course. Like, yes, you're not gonna be there tomorrow, but set your course now so you can see. So in 2 months, in 2 years, you will get even closer, if not where it is that your ultimate destination is, okay? And Spirit is telling you they're with you all along the way, all along the way, okay? And there's a sense of movement there, because they're on the deck, right, of this beautiful boat. And the way he's looking at the telescope there, like, usually on this deck, whatever card would be next to this would be the what it is they're looking at. And I'm going to pull the card that was the next card to see. And there we go, Archangel Michael, number 3. So we have another 3 here, okay? So far we have 2, 3, 3, and a 6. And then we also have a 4. So we have 2, 3, 4, 6. So this is what you're looking at. You're looking at help. So we're looking at help. I decided it was supposed to be a 3-card reading, but my instinct told me to pull this next card there that was to be pulled. And this is Archangel, I'm sorry, I said Archangel Michael. I don't know why. I have a special relationship with Archangel Michael, but indeed it's Archangel Gabriel, okay? I don't know why I say Archangel Michael. It clearly states here Archangel Gabriel, the archangel of information, the archangel, I'm sorry, not information, of messages, the one that bring us messages, okay? Archangel Gabriel here, you're looking to get some sort of a sign, you're looking to get messages from Spirit, which way do you want to go. Archangel Gabriel also is really good with comforting, if you will, okay? It really is, he is a comforter as well. And that's the angel that comes, you see, he has his horn there to announce what's to comes next. So you're waiting for this kind of like some kind of communication, or some signals, some signs, some kind of messages to come towards you. So, and that may be your obstacle too. If you're feeling stuck, that may be an obstacle, that you're waiting, and then when really you could go, because Spirit is telling you the time is ripping for you to go now, okay? And in the book, they also mention how Archangel Gabriel, you will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors. So do you guys see the repeated message here? Now is the time. I'm reading this straight from the book, guys. My instinct told me to read that part for Archangel Gabriel, and that's where my eyes went, that little part right there. And that's what it says. Now is the time for any of these of endeavors. You're getting your yes. Set your course. Yes, now is the time. Go. Whatever you're looking for, go. That's what Archangel Gabriel is telling you. Just like we got here to say, like, from perfect timing. Now is the time. Set your course. Go. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. That's where my spirit was guiding me to start with you. It's almost a continuation of that daily guidance angel card. So I want to talk a little bit about will, wisdom, and mind. Number 20, will, wisdom, and mind. Remember, that's number 20. If we think about it in the regular tarot, it's judgment, right? But here it's asking you to use, this is the fire, and we have water here, and we have the green in the middle, that you could say that's the earthly energy. And with that crown here, that would be your higher self, right? That would be the air element. It's just suspending up in the air. And here we have will, wisdom, and mind. So spirit is asking you to use all of those gifts that you have, okay, to integrate everything that you've learned, not just the airy stuff, but you have to have passion, you have to have courage, you have to use your will to really want this. You have to have the will to, and the wisdom to know when to go, where is it, to understand the messages you're receiving from spirit, okay? And yes, it will take your smart, it will take your mind, you will get the guidance, but it will take courage from you, it will take your own wisdom and your mind, and you already have all of those at your disposal. You will need all of this to know exactly, before you set your course, you need to know where you're going. That's what I'm getting with that. And the inspiration is the muse. The inspiration will come to you, but you will have to use all of those components of the self to get to where it is you are going. Also, for those of you with that crown there, you may be in some kind of significant position. You may be an authority figure, and you may have to use your power for the greater good, again, as we were talking before, okay? And we also have the images of the elements, not just, you know, the mind and will and wisdom, but you also have to use all the elements to, in order, your creativity and your spirituality, your mind, to, in order to arrive to where it is that you want to go, okay? And but first, it starts from within. You have to go deeply within yourself to really listen to your intuition. That's the first step. But then you have to use all your gift, all the different elements that are available to you, all the messages you receive. You have to put it together, all your resources, so you can get to that, where it is that I want to go, and to set your course and to actually go for it. Like, this is now the time. The horn is blowing. Archangel Gabriel came and relayed the message to us and say, yes, now this is the time, okay? And the muse is, I really wanna, it's such a pretty card. Let me pull it up for you. It looks like a beautiful painting, right? The muse is kind of basically what it says. It's that inspiration. It's that spark of basically inspiration. When you think of a muse, even in the sense of, like, you know, like a painter or an artist, they're like, oh, this is my muse. That's the person who sparks my intuition, who sparks my interest, who sparks my creativity, who makes me want to go and do that thing, okay? So call to your spirit guide, call to the angels, pray, so you can get that divine inspiration, so you can be able to set your intentions, okay? And you will receive it, because it's already there. They've already told you to release your guilt, and that they're there, because God doesn't make any mistake, and that it's time for you to find the peace from within your heart once more, as we get in the innocence card. So far, this is like a really, it's really a spiritual reading, more so than a twin flame reading, but it is so because we are at this moment where it's almost like there's a call to action for all of us out there who really feel we're spiritual, who understand the work of the divine order, that there's such a thing as divine order and divine timing, okay? Who believes in love and light, and want to live in love and light, and want to inspire others to live in love and light. This is where we are. The twin flame journey, that's all it's about, to raise your own vibration, the other person's vibration, and hence everyone else around you's vibration is gonna be raised, okay? the whole planet vibrations is raised. So please do not fret. Just know you are fine. You are on your way. Okay, you just have to listen. You just have to listen to the guidance you're getting from within. You just pray, meditate, so you can concentrate your energy, so you can really hear the call and the message from spirit. We have the first flipper. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the biggest energy of all. Like, really, like like what else can I say? Okay, at every step spirit is like, okay, this is the message, you're on path. It's confirmation after confirmation. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the biggest energy of all, because at the end, that's all it is about. Okay, all that hard work, all that true love also just flip. There we go. This is the moment of a lifetime. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have flirt. Expand your lighthearted energy to others. So this is what we're talking about, folks. Like, we started with innocence, and now we have true love and flirt. So basically, just be in the light. Let go of the heaviness. Release all those negative energy. Release all the stuff you no longer need. No, now is the time for you to set your course. Okay? Because the angels are calling on you. You've already had the inspiration. There is no mistake. Whatever you may be feeling right now, there is no mistake. You are where you're supposed to be. You are being guided. You are being guided. And I will pull an oracle card lastly from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and to top up the reading. And I really hope this reading resonates with you, and I really hope that you can understand the message. I really hope that you take a moment. Oh, that's so many flippers. I can't. Okay, this is like, I thought that was just like 2, but it's 4. I'll do a little bit more shuffling. I like to pick the jumpers when I'm pulling oracle cards, but once my instinct tells me to stop or to just pull, I do that as well. But I don't want to pull 4 cards. 2, it's fine, but because usually, even with, especially with this deck right here, just 1 card can do a whole reading. And I seriously felt like that just by pulling this card, because I already received the message since last Friday. I could have stopped right there at that 1 card at innocence, because it was just a confirmation of the whole reading. Okay, we have a jumper, and it fell on the floor. And as I'm picking up that jumper, look what was on the floor that fell. That's from this deck here. That's from the Akashic Record deck. Love, Ing, Elements. When we're talking with mind, body, and soul, we have all the elements there to create the course, to create the path you want to go on, at least to arm yourself to set your course. And we had this. It was on the floor. It fell on the floor when I was shuffling. I didn't even see it. So here we go. And this is the jumper we had for the Mystical Shaman's deck, the Moon. How appropriate. Number 37, which is a 10, which is number 1. We have a full moon coming up. And this lady, she's in red. The moon is in front of her, underneath her, around her, on top of her. It's the moon, okay? The moon for all the different universes. The moon is stretching all the way down. These are all the different moons. So this is, again, a message for this full moon to take. What I'm getting here is to harness the energy of this full moon to release all this energy. Because during the full moon is the best time to do any kind of, like, if you set intentions to release any negative energy. I still do them sometimes, full moon meditations. I basically write everything I want to release on a piece of paper, and I meditate on it. I burn some sage, I pray on it, and I burn the paper. Okay, I read them out loud after I wrote them, and I burn the paper and flush away the dust that come from it. And I always pay attention to how your paper is burning. If it burns really quickly, that means there's no resistance, you're ready to release. If it burns quite slowly, then that means there's a little bit of resistance. You will know that you need to do a little bit more work, meditate some more on that energy you want to release. Okay, but I still do that. And then this is the other card that came off, magic. And okay, folks, that's at the bottom of the deck, and this is the top card. The first time we had those jumpers, like there were like 4 cards that jump, that was one of the cards. It was the card at the top, and I didn't take it because I put all of them back. It came back again. It's at the bottom of the deck, lightning. That tells me that whatever it is that's happening here, whatever solution that or path or whatever it is you're working on, wherever you are on your journey, whatever it's about to happen, it's going to happen fast. That's what we get with lightning. It's going to be a spark, okay? It's going to be like potent energy, and it's going to be quick. Look at this. It could be the deep sea just as much. So this is a 3. This is 30. This is 3. We already have 33 here with magic. So that's like 333. That's the divine masters, okay? This is like really not just the guidance and energy and support of your spirit guides. This is like the divine masters right here. This is like very potent energy. This is just so beautiful. Just know, guys, you are like, just harness that energy. I will pray with you, and I want you to take your time to just take some moment for yourself. If you have to take a bath, and then take a candle with you in the bath and just meditate and just release, release. I'm going to read the lightning for you because that's the second time it came as I was shuffling. I'm going to read it from the book. It says, the forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energy to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity and passion and vision. Like, really, like straight from the book, folks. You cannot make this, like, this is the same message, okay, we were getting during this full moon. Just know you are so protected. You are being guided. Whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever message you're receiving through your intuition, or through just watching a reading where you feel inspired, right? Or a friend that called you, that shares something with you, whatever it is that's sparking that interest in you, okay? Just know you are being guided. It's coming from way above. The upper world are investing their guided energy to ignite you. Guided energy. That's what I feel we have here with the 333, that 30 and that 33. That's usually 33333. Those are the ascended masters, okay? And it's also 3 is a number of communication, of expanding. This is number 20, but this is a 3 we had here, and we have that almost like that triangle figure here, and what we have was will, wisdom, and mind. That's also like a symbol of 3. And we also have, remember, we also had another 3 here for 3 of scrolls. We also have Archangel Gabriel. That was another 3. So do you see, like, it's a repeated message. This is how I felt last Friday when I did the reading that I did, like overwhelmed, because the energy is so potent. I feel it so strongly, and I'm so glad I could do this reading to relay the message again to you, and I hope it is helpful to you. Okay, I know it went long a little bit. I am sorry about that, but folks, really take the chance during this full moon. You had magic. Follow your magic. Listen to your inner magic. It's all yours. You got it. Okay? The angels are with you. The ascended masters are with you. Your spirit guides are with you. And I really wish you a wonderful start of the week. And remember, love is the only answer. And come back really soon to Lanmou Tarot.